Now here is a question for you to practice factoring using algebra tiles. The question is factor 4x squared minus 9. We'll use algebra tiles to factor 4x squared minus 9. So let's start by placing the 4x squared tiles in kind of a rectangle. Now we have a choice, it is 4x squared, so it can make a perfect square. So let's arrange for the tiles, 4x squared tiles, in the form of a square. So that is the 4x squared, correct? So we have 4x squares. X squared tiles are placed to form square. Now minus 9. So we have learned and seen that whenever we want to factor, the unit tiles are always placed diagonally. Minus 9. We have to place 9 of them diagonally across x squared tiles. That means they will be placed in this position. Now since there are 9 tiles, we can place them in 3 by 3 form, right? So that could make 9 for us, 3 by 3. So let's divide this into 3 by 3. So we have this minus 9. Do you see that? So that is how we can draw our tiles. So make a square and divide it into 9 equal parts. So that is, each tile is -1. So that gives us -9. So what we have done here is that we have placed 4x squared minus 9, right? But we don't have a rectangle complete yet. We can of course complete it. To complete the rectangle, let's add and subtract numbers. So we can always add and subtract equal number of tiles, correct? So if you add and subtract equal number of tiles, you are effectively adding 0, right? So that's the whole idea. So how many tiles should I add and what tiles should I add? That is a big question. So as you can see from this figure, to complete the rectangle, these green tiles are the unit x tiles and the red tiles are negative x tiles. So we have positive x tiles, which are these x, 6 of them are required to complete this rectangle, and minus 6x on the other side. Do you see that? So if we do plus 6x and minus 6x, we are still working with 4x squared minus 9. Perfect. But what has happened? By doing so, we have actually formed a rectangle. Now, the dimensions of this rectangle will give us the factored form of the polynomial, right? So we can now complete the rectangle and write down our answer. So I hope the steps are clear to you, and that is how we can factor using algebra tiles. I hope you find it interesting. So what is the answer? The answer is, the dimensions are 2x minus 3, right? 2x minus 3, and on this side x in x, 2x plus 3, right? So it is 2x plus 3, and therefore we can write this as 2x plus 3 times 2x minus 3. So that is the factored form of 4x squared minus 9. Remember, we added and subtracted 6x, so they kind of cancel out. So we are left with 4x squared minus 9. So this rectangle, which is a square for us, shows the dimensions in the factored form as 2x plus 3 times 2x minus 3. So that is the technique to factor difference of squares with algebra tiles. I hope you appreciate it. Thank you.